Hey everybody, welcome back to Bonus Points. We're like, I'm trying to get over a sickness, and we are in the home stretch of Earthbound. I will say that the last few videos of this are going to be ready for this. The last few videos of this, based solely on the fact that it was a lot harder for me to record dialogue. I say dialogue. Commentary. It was hard for me to do commentary and play at the same time, mostly because of my living situation, because I have a toddler. So these last few bits, this is me just recording post commentary. The last little bit of this game, I will say that I will put the in the description. I will put the walkthrough that I use. Sorry, I don't know why I couldn't think of the word walkthrough for whatever stupid ass reason. I'll put the link for the walkthrough in there. I think it's starman.net if I remember right. I'll look it up for sure, but I'm pretty sure that's that one. That one's got pictures and there's pictures and diagrams, and it's a lot like looking at a book about your body for the first time. Sorry, I thought that was a good joke. Anywho, so this last little bit, this part right here, I skipped a lot of stuff. Sorry, I'm trying to swear a lot less in these videos because I've been watching stuff about how to. I mean, I know that there's probably never gonna be a day when I'll become monetized for doing this. There's no way. There's way too many of you. Way too many people doing this. So it's at the end of the day, I'm really just doing this as a hobby for fun. So I mean, there's gonna be some edits in here. I cut and threw stuff together, mostly because if I got lost in a spot or I'd get into fight after fight after fight, and I'm just not gonna subject you guys to watching fight after fight after fight, or me wandering around aimlessly like a complete idiot, which can happen sometimes. But this part of the game, I skipped over the pyramid because that is just fight after fight after fight, and it gets annoying. This part, if you guys remember Brick Road, which was toward about the beginning of the game when we first get Jeff in our party, and we have to control Jeff to get to Ness and Paula. There's a dungeon maker. His name is Brick Road. Anyways, you got to go through his dungeon the first time to get in and out. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll go over some stuff here in a minute. Let me finish this, and then I'll tell you why I'm right now. Anyways, you have to go through the Brick Road dungeon to get back to Winters to talk to golly, you gotta talk to Jeff's dad, and Jeff's dad gives you the spaceship so you can crash into Ness and Paula, crash into where they're being held up to be, so you can save them. I'm sorry, I'm sick, and my wife's pretty sure I need to go to the doctor so I can get asthma medication. I haven't had asthma medication for ever, but I'm sorry. We're gonna go into the diatribes of what I've been diatribes. Why am I just saying and doing things that I don't normally do? One thing I will say is I'm looking for a partner to help me do these videos because I'm starting to notice that doing one-man shows, I'm not Markiplier. It's a lot harder to do now for whatever reason. I feel because I have nobody to bounce ideas off of. The one thing I will say, and I was looking for it here recently, I had another channel here. Well, I say I did. It was me and another guy. When I lived in Texas, we had a channel a couple of years ago, and I was looking for the videos. I was going to post those up just kind of as a nostalgia thing, and because a lot of the stuff we have is really funny, but a lot of it, we'd be plastered just playing games. It's there was one time we had a St. Patrick's Day special where we were playing Spider-Man, and God, we were jacked. We were jacked up all 15 ways to Sunday. There was a lot of stuff that happened that day. But you know, it was a lot of fun, and there was some stupid stuff that got said. Unfortunately, that was like one of the videos. I think it got lost. I was using an inferior program, an inferior way of recording stuff. You know, it was brutal. Anyways, like I can't find those videos. I don't know if they got lost, like as far as moving them around. If they were on a flash drive and they got lost. I know they're not on my computer anymore. I'm pretty bummed out about it. I'm not really sure. I thought I had to talk to Brick Road to get out of here. Maybe, okay, never mind. I think, oh, no, wait. The giant dungeon man has to follow me around. Anyways, yeah, I was trying to find some of those videos to throw up just kind of like as an intermittent thing. There's just been a lot going on. This is going to be a kind of like a me explaining the game / why I haven't been recording here as much. It's just become a lot harder to do with a kid. You know, I switched my hours. I'm trying to be more of a family man now, but I also want to keep doing this. I've had a lot of trouble with finding motivation. I've had a lot of trouble finding motivation to do this. I'm having a lot of trouble finding motivation to do my yoga. I haven't done yoga in over a year. You know, I know I'm putting on weight. I know with the holidays I'm putting on weight. You know, I'll go ahead and tell you, like, today is the 5th. It's 2020 already. Okay. I got a Switch for Christmas. That was awesome. My wife spoiled me rotten for Christmas this year. So, you know, but mostly it wasn't really about me. It was more fun to like watch my son just play with stuff and he got cars. Oh my God, that kid's got so many freaking cars now. Just cars galore. There's cars all over my house. I bought him a Power Ranger. He likes that. He smiles whenever he sees it. It's funny. Oh my God, I have got to say this soundtrack. This I know I said I love this soundtrack, but this part of the game annoys the ever loving piss out of me. Oh, that was a good move, guys, on my part. Oh, but these are the easy guys. Anyways, okay, so why I heard the pause earlier. So my wife, she went on a little vacation, took the little guy with her. Oh, excuse me. So I've been here since the beginning of the new year. I've been at the house by myself with the dog. Okay, well, on New Year's Day, I decided I think I got a suggestions on my YouTube page. And hold on a minute. I'm drinking there's a coffee room. I'm not really sure if I can tell you who makes it. Just know that it's a giant mythical sea beast. It's not bad. Yeah, this giant statue guy is going to follow us around for a little bit. We'll try to go on a little ways with him. But he won't be able to go with us. So we'll have to go back inside of him, which is weird to say. We'll have to go back inside of him to get a submarine to get to the deep darkness, which is where we need to be next. And that's one of those parts where I'm gonna cut it a lot because trudging through the water takes forever and there's fights and it's annoying and I'm not doing it. I will say though that we are in the last like about 3 or 4 episodes of this. So I'm pretty excited about that because I'm kind of ready to move on and do something different. I mean, I would like to get back to Sunset Overdrive at some point. I would like to get back to Sunset Overdrive. I would like to do something else. I did buy Shakedown Hawaii for the Switch. It was on sale for it was 50% off, so I bought it for $10. I was like, damn, you can't get any better than that. There's a lot of games I want to play on there. Nuclear Throne being one of them. It's a top-down shooter that I've been really wanting to play. It's kind of like The Walking Vegetables. If you haven't played that, I have it on the 360 360. Wow, I have it on my Xbox One, and I might play it just because it's a little simple, easy, fun game. You go around just shooting vegetables. So those of you that hate your vegetables, you know, that's a fun little game. Pictures taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius. Yada, yada, yada. Dude, you've been taking my picture this whole game. Fuzzy pickles, blah, blah, blah. Oh. Anyway. Golly, I feel like I sound nasally, and I don't like it. Anyways. She left, took him on vacation, so I went down like this friggin' rabbit hole on New Year's Day. I'm sitting there playing my Switch. She got me The Legend of Zelda, The Link's Awakening. The Link's Awakening. I think I meant just Link's Awakening. The Link's Awakening. It's kind of like people that play for a certain school in Ohio. Not gonna name any names, but it's the school. So as I went down this rabbit hole, I don't even know how I got on it, but it was this one dude's Facebook, this one dude's YouTube page, and I'll go over it. I'll give you the name. It's Nexpo or Nightmare Expo, and I was like, so now I'm like, I swear to God, I was hearing things, and I was like, I know it's like a leaf outside, or you know, like little creaks and whatever that the house makes, but it scares the shit out of me every time I hear it, because I'm like, what the fuck was that? I don't like it, because some of the stuff you went over was like some pretty terrifying crap, and a lot of it was stuff from like around the world and overseas that it keeps being suggested to me, and I can't even bear to look at the freaking the thumbnail, because the thumbnail freaks me out. It's like, ugh, it's like, it gives me the creeps, and I don't like having the creeps. It makes me weird. It's like the picture of like, okay, so going down the one rabbit hole with Nexpo, and there was a lot of stuff there to watch that it was like ridiculous, just terrifying stuff that's like YouTube stuff, like this one about a dude that ended up in a cult, and then he ended up in a cult, and then got out of the cult, changed his name and all this other crap, and then like he made it one last post that said, I went back, like he went back to the cult. He said, I went back to the cult. I will not explain this any further. And that was it. Like he spent all this time avoiding it. And it's like, okay, I don't know if this is fake or not. It's freaking terrifying. But there's also like some really inventive, is it alternate reality game? I think's what it is. An ARG. It's basically something that like people found, and then it got brought into the real world, and there's clues and stuff, you know. Some of it's terrifying. Like, I don't want to, like, I learned some new words. One of them had something to do with, like an alternate reality game that kind of got too out of hand. And there was, like, some stuff about murder, and it was horrifying. I was like, no. Not getting into all this. I just like the creepy, ghosty shit, you know, I'll take it. There's one, like the ones I really liked was ones about, there's a Twitter out there called the sun. It's like the sun is gone, or the sun vanished or something. And the story is really good, because it's like, what would happen? It's like the sun vanished, and this guy's like going for tweet about like, this is what's happening. This is what the news is reporting. And it's like, ugh. It's kind of creepy. It's really cool. It's one of those weird things that you should definitely go check it out. There was another one about this, like the one, it wasn't on his Facebook. Why do I keep saying Facebook? There was one on his YouTube. Another one, or one on his YouTube is on this other girl's YouTube. Hers is Rainbot. REIGNBOT. Rainbot. It's not, hers is pretty cool too. There's a lot of weird shit she went over the Momo thing, and I'm like, oh, I can't look at that picture because it's terrifying, because I know like the picture's not distorted. Like it's some sculpture that somebody made in like a Japanese horror museum thing or something. Anyway, somebody made this thing, and I'm like, fuck that thing. Like, no way. I would fucking kick that thing in the face if I ever saw it. If I saw it walking down the street, and I don't even care if it was like talking to me normal, like, hello, how are you doing? No, fuck you, you're getting kicked in the face. Like, hell no, I don't want any of that. But I guess there's like some of that is being like, it's being the pictures being flagged and stuff by YouTube. It's weird. I'm like, why is it being flagged by YouTube? Unless it's just like giving people the heebie-jeebies, which I can see that. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. Sorry, hold on a minute. God, this stuff is good. I mean, I can't just drink a whole ton of it, but it's not bad. What other stuff here? Hold on a minute. Since we're just recording, you know, after the fact. What? Okay, I'm sorry. I left my YouTube open. I'm like a huge fan of, I love professional wrestling, guys. Love it. If you haven't watched AEW, like, holy crap. I freaking love AEW. Like, everyone, like, I'm involved in this Facebook page where everybody just bitches about it. They're just like, oh, AEW fucking sucks. And it's like, why are you in a part of this page? And why are you trying to shit on everything people like? Like, don't, look, if you don't like something, and I've had to learn this after a while, because I used to be one of those kids that was like a real dick to other people about stuff they liked. Like, if you didn't like the same music I did, I was a real fucking asshole to you. But it was mostly like the kids that were like the hardcore kids that I couldn't stand, because I was mostly listening to like 80s punk and 80s thrash metal. So like Slayer was a huge thing for me, and Metallica and Anthrax. Basically, I like all the big thrash metal bands except for Megadeth. I'm just not a big Megadeth person. Nothing against Megadeth. They're probably one of the only bands that I've seen that can get pretty much formed out of spite for Metallica. That's kind of how I like to put it. But I mean, you know, Dave Mustaine's he's a great guitar player. Don't get me wrong. But they're just not like one of my favorites. But you know, I've kind of learned that if you don't like stuff that other people like, it's like don't crap on them. Just, you know, if somebody likes let's see here. Like, if somebody likes rap music, I'm not a big rap music person. I'm just not. But, you know, if somebody was like, you know, oh, I'm going to blah, 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 I'd be like, all right, man, you know, have fun. I mean, I'm not going to say it like that. I'd be like, you know, have fun, you know, that's your thing. You know, I knew there was somebody I worked with that they went to that Blink-182 and Wiz Khalifa show, and she straight up told me she went in there just to go see Wiz Khalifa. And I'm like, for real? You went in there just to see Wiz Khalifa? Wait, was it Wiz Khalifa? Oh, no, it was Lil Wayne. Shit. Whoops. Wrong rapper. It was Lil Wayne. I'm sorry. It was Lil Wayne and Blink-182, not Wiz Khalifa. That's sad. Anyways, if I went to that show, see, I'm the opposite. I was going in to see Blink-182. I'm not going in to see freaking Lil Wayne. I don't care about... No, I mean, I don't care what Lil Wayne does. I'm not going to say I don't care about him. I mean, you know, he does his own thing. I mean, hell, he makes more money than I do. You can't be pissed at people that make more money than you do. You're mad because they make more money than you do. Doing, you know, you sit there and you're like, I can make that craptastic of music and make money. It's like, you could, but you don't. You know, like, I watch people bag on Metallica all the time. Like, you're just pissed because you're not them. Like, you don't making millions of dollars and doing whatever the hell you want, you know? You know, the only ones I will say that you can hate on, Nickelback. Unanimously, everybody hates Nickelback. Even I do. I don't like Nickelback at all. I liked Nickelback like a while ago, before they went from being like, no, okay, when I was like 12, because I listen to all sorts of music. I really do. I'm into all sorts of stuff. You know, I used to listen to, you know, I had Silver Side Up. Great. I thought it was a pretty decent album when it came out. And then all of a sudden Nickelback just went completely white trash. And everything they write has something to do with being a stripper anthem. And I'm just like, no. Like, what are you doing to yourselves right now besides being like the crappiest band on the face of the planet? But yeah, it's just funny. Like, but yeah, everybody on the AEW website, they crap, or on that page, they just crap on the, they crap on the fans and stuff. I'm like, why are you even here? Like, all right, let's see. I'll give you some stuff from this guy's page, from his YouTube page. The Dark Side of Reddit, which is actually pretty good. The disturbing things from around the internet is amazing. It's terrifying because some of the stuff he finds, it's like, ugh, gives you the heebie-jeebies. The first one, this is the video I saw first. Exploring the Ryan thread. This guy, I guess he got asked to watch this lady's dog in her house. And her house was already weird and creepy and stuff, right? And I guess like she told him not to let the dog out of the cage or something. And he was like, oh, fuck that. I'm going to let this dog out of the cage. And then I'm going to, he was like talking about basically kidnapping the dog and stuff. Well, I guess he was like exploring some other rooms in the house. Like there was one door that was locked. I don't think they ever figured out what was there. Right. And, the next post, he says, okay, so I just went into this room and he was like, there's nothing but this weird, creepy little doll thing. Okay. All right. So this part right here, you fight, it's not Master Belch. It's like his next in command. It's like Master, it's like General Barf. Master Barf. All right. Whatever. General Barf, Master Barf. You have to make it through this fight. Like you have to make it through long enough. You have to inflict enough damage that Kato will show up, or I'm sorry, Pooh. In this case, it's Kato. That he will show up, and he'll use Psy Starstorm, which is like his brand new attack that he left us to learn after the pyramid. Something you didn't see. Anyways, going back to that thing, he went into this room and had this little doll sitting in this chair, and he was like, oh, this creepy ass little doll, blah, blah, blah. And he just posted a picture of it. And then he left, went back in. He was like, I thought I heard something coming out of this room. Okay. So he flashes another photo of this doll, and somebody goes, did you look at that photo you put in previously? And the one he had previously, the doll's head was looking one way, and the next photo, his head was looking a different way. And I'm like, nope, I hate creepy freaking dolls. Hate them. There's other different stuff. Disturbing things from around the internet's good, because then there's all sorts of different, like, YouTube pages of weird stuff. Like, I learned about something called mukbang, which is weird. I guess it's like people that just eat massive amounts of food, which is kind of disgusting, in my opinion, but that's just me. Anyways, there's like this one where, I didn't like stop my game forever. Anyways, I guess there was like a lot of people that, there's a lot of people that thought this lady was in trouble because I guess it looked like her arms had bruises on them and stuff. Like, you need to look it up. It's Kate Yup. Look that one up. It's interesting. It's weird. Yeah, disturbing things from around the internet's the best. There's one about like cult and video games. The Curse of Evil Otto is really good. That's one that's based on the Berserk arcade game, and it's in Chicago, I believe, where it was like 3 people died, and it had something to do with that game. Like 3 people died. One dude got stabbed over some quarters. One dude had a heart attack, and I don't remember what happened to the other guy. Something happened to the third guy. I can't remember. Hold on a minute. I'll see if I can look that up. Yeah, the one dude, I guess there were 2 quarters laying on the machine. He walked up, picked one up, and stuck it in the machine, and there was some guy that came around the corner and said those were his, and they really weren't his, and And anyways, the arcade didn't want him to leave, and so they held the guy there for a little bit. Let the guy that started the thing with the quarters leave first. The guy that started the whole argument, right? And this says it's in Allentown, Indiana. I thought it was I thought it was in Chicago. I guess not. Yeah, it's not really saying. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. It is in Illinois. Strange. Oh, the other guy died pretty much the same way the first guy did. He had a heart attack playing that game. Well, he wasn't playing that game. It's not what caused the heart attack. The one dude, they said that he had walked like 4 miles in the snow. Like, went from his house to his friend's house, back home, back to somebody else's house, and then to the arcade. It's like 4 miles in the snow. And the guys and the Nixpo was saying that, I'm sorry, excuse me. Nixpo was saying that, hello, it's been a while since we talked. It's Apple Kid. Apple Kid's about ready to get kidnapped. And we gotta help him. And this is also what has to do with the with getting the sword for Pooh, the king of the Sword of Kings. That's what it is. And spoiler alert, I don't get it. Like, seriously, it's I spent hours and hours trying to do it, and I never got it. It's a 1 in 128 chance. It would have been awesome if I would have got it for this, but I didn't. So, I mean, you know, it's whatever. But yeah, there's some other cool stuff on that Nexpo and Rainbot and but I had to watch something kind of like fun, so I'd stop thinking about it, because it was like every time I heard something, I'm like, what the hell was that, you know? So I found r/, and that was funny because he goes over like entitled kids and entitled parents, and it's fun to watch because it's you know, you're just like, wow, some people are just douchebags. Why? You know, I have the circle, the one where you circle around and go, and I'm not really sure why I'm not using it. I'm probably having a brain fart. My kid was probably screaming in my ear, and I'm like, shit, I'm just trying to get through this. Anyways, guys, next time, yep, there it is. I finally used it. Next time we'll be in the next part of the game, which is we have to go on the spaceship and save our friends. But we need some stuff from Apple Kid. So next time, guys. Later.